I was 32 weeks pregnant with my son, Cameron.
When I was 33, I was pregnant with our second child.
During my early 20s, I found myself unexpectedly pregnant while in an abusive relationship.
I had a routine growth scan. Despite the pregnancy up until that point seeming completely normal, they realized that Cameron had a form of lethal skeletal dysplasia, which meant that if he survived until delivery, he would not have been able to breathe outside of my body.
We were really happy, and we told our oldest that he was going to be a big brother. I was giving our oldest child a bath, and as I was bringing him up out of the bathtub, I felt like this pop. The doctor proceeded to tell me that my bag of waters had popped out, and that this pregnancy was no longer viable.
I fell gravely ill to the point that I was deemed high risk, and I was told that my chances of survival were minimal.
There was no way that I was going to let him suffer any more than he already had. And I knew that the only action that I would be able to live with would be to have an abortion.
My doctor told me that if we tried to wait naturally for this to occur, that there was a chance that I would die, leaving our 18-month-old to not have a mother, leaving my husband to not have a wife. And so we had to make the painstaking decision to go ahead and protect my life.
Pre-Dobbs, the only abortion clinic in the state of West Virginia, was unable to step in to assist due to having a heavy caseload. It was at this point that I contemplated ending my life until I connected with Planned Parenthood. And thanks to the wonderful folks at Planned Parenthood, as well as a private sponsor, I was able to cross state lines to obtain the abortion care that I needed.
Maine state law at the time followed Roe v. Wade guidelines, so that meant that I couldn't have an abortion in Maine. I was lucky enough that I was able to fly across the country, leave my job, leave my daughter, who was 3 at the time, and pay for an abortion, which cost $25,000. And I say lucky because I desperately needed an abortion. Cameron's diagnosis was incredibly unlucky.
It was heart-wrenching. It was difficult. It tore my heart apart. But I knew it was the right thing to do in order to save my life when his life could not be saved. I cannot imagine a world where my doctor would say to me, "We have this life-saving procedure that we can do, but we're going to have to wait for the state, politicians, legislatures to make the decision on when we can do this procedure."
21 states that have successfully enacted restrictions or bans on abortion since the overturn of Roe v. Wade.
And I share this deeply personal experience to shed light on the reality faced by many individuals in the state of West Virginia and throughout Appalachia who are facing abortion bans. These restrictions only exacerbate the barriers to essential reproductive health services, again disproportionately affecting marginalized communities. Abortion care is health care, plain and simple.
But I know that most people in this country would not have been able to access abortion care in that situation. It's not okay that we've made things worse for people needing an abortion. I mean, when things go wrong in pregnancy, whether it's something like a case like mine, to something as simple as a woman being pregnant and not wanting to be. I mean, either one is a disaster in the life of that person.
It is an attack on anyone that can give birth in this country. It is an attack on anyone who loves somebody who can give birth in this country.
The decision about an abortion must be a decision for the woman and her doctor to make, not the government.